Sure, we've all heard the term soft glam makeup look. If you want to see how I achieve this soft glam, continue watching. Hi, I'm Michelle and welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video, so make some noise. So let's get right into this makeup look. I started with a clean face and of course we moisturize, and I also use this product by One Size. It's called Secure the Sweat. So if you know you're gonna be going somewhere where it's gonna be a little bit warm or hot or sunny, that's a good product to use. So right after doing all of that, you let those products dry down, and I am jumping right into my concealer. So LA Girl Pro Concealer, that's like a OG concealer that I've always used since the beginning of my makeup journey, and it's still to this day a really good product to use. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just highlighting my face with this concealer and also defining my brows using the concealer as well. So I use this one product to just conceal, define my brows, the whole works. So that's basically what I'm doing now. Okay, so who is Michelle, you might ask? Well, I don't know if you asked, but I'm telling you because yes, we're here to share. So my name is Michelle. As I said, I'm Jamaican. I've lived in Jamaica all my life. I recently, like 3 years now, been living in the United States. I'm currently married and I have this undying love for YouTube. And yes, so here I am finally starting my YouTube channel. Well, I had a previous channel before, but you know, since my transition over into the United States, I thought, you know, why not just start a new channel? Okay, back into the makeup tutorial. Makeup 101, blend, blend, blend. And for the record, I'm not a makeup artist, but I went to YouTube University, so I know a little thing or two about doing makeup. You know, I caught on to a few tips and tricks that I learned along the way. So I'm just sharing what I learned and just basically recreating this look for you guys. So also, I have to ask, are you a makeup powder puff girl, makeup sponge girl, or makeup brush girl? I am all of the above, to be honest. I use different things different times. In this tutorial, I'm actually using a makeup powder puff and also makeup brush. When I have a lot of time, I'll use the brush because the smaller the brush, I think the better the application. So when I have more time to do my makeup, I'll use a smaller brush, similar to the one that I'm using now. When I don't have a lot of time, I'll use maybe a bigger brush and work with the puff because, you know, it covers more and it moves the makeup along faster. But let me know, are you a makeup brush girly or a makeup powder puff girly or a makeup sponge girly? Let me know in the comments. So while I'm blending out this concealer, oh, I think I may have used a little bit too much concealer around the lip area, but it's fine. The key, as I said, the key is to blend, okay? So once we're blending, it should be fine. But on this channel, back to what I was saying, on this channel, I'm looking forward to sharing more makeup tutorials like this one, as well as some get ready with me's, a little bit of travel content, basically lifestyle type content. That's what I'm looking forward to sharing on this channel. And as you saw, I used the LA Girl concealer as a primer for my eyelids. I usually use my concealer to prime my eyelids. I don't really use a primer like a eyeshadow primer. I just use my concealer. So moving on to setting all this concealer now with a powder. We're using the Huda Beauty Baby Bake, I think. right. And we're just going to use our brush to set all that in, as well as our powder puff. As I said, I use both. I don't really stick to any one type of application, or applicator, I should say. And don't worry, all the products that I'm using in this makeup tutorial, it's going to be listed in the description box. So I'll list all the products. Don't worry about it, okay? So here's a fun fact. Today is my actual birthday that I'm doing this voiceover for this YouTube video. So say happy birthday in the comments if you would like to. Just wish me a happy birthday. I'd appreciate that so much. Back to the tutorial. So I'm setting the rest of my face with this MAC Studio Fix powder. This is a really good powder to just set your face in terms of setting your foundation. Or if you didn't use a foundation, it's a real good product for that. As I said before, I'm going to list all the products in the description box. So if you're interested in knowing details about the products, it will be listed in the description box. So I'm on TikTok. I also have an Amazon storefront, which I'm going to leave the links to these pages in the description box as well. So I'm ready to lock in all these powders, and this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is my favorite product to use when setting all of my powder on my face. So of course we're gonna let that dry down. And girl, don't be afraid to go back in with your makeup brush and just blend any harsh lines that you may observe, because yeah, we're not doing harsh lines. We want everything to flow and look smooth and look flawless. Yeah. Another superstar has entered the building, and it's the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. Listen, if you don't learn anything from this makeup tutorial, you're gonna learn that this bronzer is the best. When I say the best, I'm the best, okay? If you want to look like your skin was kissed by the sun on an island in the tropics, I recommend you go and add this product to your makeup arsenal. I promise you, it will not disappoint, okay? No, I didn't always use a bronzer, in my makeup game, but ever since I started using this particular bronzer by Fenty Beauty, Mocha Mami, I don't think I'm ever gonna not use this bronzer. It's that good. It's just the way the bronzer just pulls your makeup look together, just ties everything in so, seamless. It's chef's kiss, guys. Chef's kiss. So using this same bronzer on eyeshadow brush, we're just gonna fill in our eyelids. I really just use one product on my eyelids for the most part. So, and it's usually my bronzer, or maybe another bronzing palette that I may have. Black Radiance makes good bronzing palettes, so that's another option. But this Fenty Beauty one, I swear by this one. And I'm doing a bit of nose contouring, even though I think I need to learn some more about how to do this. But this is just my quick, easy nose contouring that, not the best at it, but I think it works. All right, moving on to eyeliner. This Morphe eyeliner. Listen, it's a gel. It has a gel-like consistency, and your eyeliner is not going anywhere if you use this product, okay? I've been searching for a good black eyeliner, and this one, trust me, I think I'm going to be sticking with it for a while. So now we're going to use that same bronzer by Fenty Beauty to just blend out the lower eyelid. I'm just blending out my lower eyelid, or smoking it out. That's the word I was looking for. Smoking out my lower eyelid to give that, sultry, sexy look. And this is my regular drugstore mascara. I still have not found like the perfect mascara to use in my makeup tutorials or makeup videos, but I don't know, comment and let me know. Do you know of maybe a good mascara? Comment it in the comment section, let me know. Okay, so now we're moving on to lips, and we're using the MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut, and this lip liner gives a really natural look to the lips. I'm actually doing a brown slash nude lip combo, so yeah, this is a perfect shade to use on the lips if you're doing a brown lippy or a nude lip combo. So as I said before, today is my actual birthday, and in celebration of my birthday I created an Amazon registry. So I'm gonna link that registry in the description box as well. I added some items in there, so if you feel like, you know, getting me a gift for my birthday or just getting me a gift just because, that's fine. You can go ahead and click the link, see what's in there, just, look around, make a purchase. I would really appreciate it in advance. So yeah, my Amazon registry will be linked below. So back to the lip combo. I'm putting you on, guys, MAC Chestnut NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, and then to top it off with this Dior lip gloss. Perfect lip combo. I'll have them listed in my description box. Go ahead and try these 3 products to get the perfect nude brown lip combo. Look at that, so kissable, so juicy, just perfect. We're almost finished with our makeup, so I'm just setting the highlighted areas of my face with this Flawless Finish makeup powder that's been in the background. And I'm also gonna be using this Makeup Revolution highlighting powder just to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, because we want to look into your soul when we're looking at you, okay? So never skip this step if you want to have sexy eyes and if you want your eyes to pop. And with this same highlighter, we're gonna highlight the bridge of our nose and the tip of our nose to just bring that nose contour together, okay? We're almost done with our makeup. Almost done. We're basically finished with our makeup. So yes, we're at the last lap. So I'm just fixing my hair now. Okay, so here we're at the end of our makeup tutorial, and we're just gonna lock in all of those products using our One Size Until Dawn setting spray. So comment down below and let me know what you thought about this makeup look. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And remember to check out all the links in my description box below. Bye, guys.
And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live like